So today we will solve remaining examples of the topic direct and inverse proportion. So the first example is that a factory requires 42 machines to produce a given number of articles in 63 days. Means 42 machines produce given number of articles in 63 days. How many machines would it be required? How many machines would it be required to produce the same number of articles in 54 days? Here we know that if the number of machines are less, then the time required to complete the work will be more. And if the number of machines are more, then the time required to complete the given job will be less. So here we will write the given information in a tabular form. Suppose here X, we don't know the number of machines. So let us suppose or assume X number of machines will complete the given number of articles in 54 days. So here we will write the given example or information in the tabular form. Here in the first column machines, in the second number of days. Here 42 machines are completing the given work in 63 days. And just now I have told you that we don't know the number of machines, so we have assumed that X machines will complete the given job in 54 days. Here more the machines, less will be the time, and therefore the given case is of inverse proportion. And we know that in the inverse proportion the product of X and Y is constant, and therefore here 42 into 63 is equal to X into 54. To find the value of X, we have to transform 54, which is multiplying at the RHS. It will divide at the left side. Means 42 into 63 divided by 54. Here we have 9 7 are 63 and 9 6 are 54. 6 1 are 6 and 6 7 are 42. And therefore 7 into 7, that is X is equal to 49 machines. And therefore 49 machines will complete the given work in 54 days. So that was the answer of our first example. Now we will see the second example. It is given that a car takes 2 hours to reach a destination by traveling at the speed of 60 km per hour. we have to write the given information in tabular form. Means if a car is traveling with the speed 60 kilometer per hour and it takes 2 hours to cover the specific or some given distance, and it is asked that how much time it will require if the car is traveling with 80 kilometers per hour. Means here speed is increased. If speed is increased, then time required will be less. Here speed is less, so time required to reach the place it will be more, and therefore here time in hours is a 2 hours when the speed of the car is 60 kilometers per hour. Now we don't know how much time will be required if the car is traveling with the speed 80 kilometers per hour. So we have supposed that x hours are required to the car to travel the given distance by 80 kilometers per hour. So here less is the speed, then more will be the time required to cover the specific distance. Here the given example is in the case of, or this is the case of inverse proportion. Means the given case is of inverse proportion. Let the time be x hours at the speed of x kilometer per hour, and therefore here 2 into 60 is equal to x into 80. 2 into 60 is equal to x into 80. We know that if the proportion is inverse, then we have constant, means x into y remains constant. Here to find the value of x, we have to transform 80 so that it will divide. Means 2 into 60 divided by 80. If we cancel the unit place 0 of 60 and 80, and then here 2 ones are 2, 2 4s are 8, again 2 ones are 2, 2 3s are 6. So x is equal to 3 upon 2 hours, or we can write 3 upon 2 as a 1.5 hours. Here therefore the car will take 1.5 hours if it is traveling with the speed 80 kilometers per hour. Now we will see one more example, that two persons could fit new windows in 3 days. Means two persons fit new windows in 3 days. The first case is that one of the person fell ill before the works started. Full stop. How would long the job take now? And the second question is, how many persons would be needed to fit the windows in 1 day? Here two persons fit the new windows in 3 days, but in the second case, in the first case, it is given that one person fell ill. So how many persons remain here? 2 minus 1 means 1 person remain. And how much time he will take to complete his job? So we don't know. So we have supposed that he will take y days. He will take y days to complete his job. And in the second example, it is given that how many persons would be needed to fit the windows in one day. Means here X persons are required to complete the work in one day. We know that if the persons are more, then the time required to complete job will be less, and such an example is of the case inverse proportion. So the given case is of inverse proportion. Now first let one person will complete the work in y days. Here one person will complete the work in y days, and second case x persons will complete the given work in one day. Here we don't know how many persons are required, so x persons will complete their work in one day. Here therefore 2 into 3 is equal to 1 into y, and that is equal to x into 1. So 2 into 3 is equal to 1 into y is equal to x into 1, or we can write here 2 into 3 is equal to 1 into y. To find the value of y, if we transform this 1, means 2 into 3 upon 1 is equal to y, and therefore y is equal to 6 days. Means if one person is there, then he will require or he will take 6 days to complete his job or work. Now in the second case, so this is the first, and now here this is the second. Here 2 into 3 is equal to x into 1. Again to find the value of x, here 2 into 3 upon 1 is equal to x, means x is equal to 2 3 the 6 persons. So 6 persons will complete their job in 1 day.